Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to the Everglades National Park on a airboat tour, and today we are with this guy here.
Hi.
Maybe they don't recognize you with that mask. Oh, it's Gigi. Gigi's here. Okay, so as always, all the information will be in the description down below. And remember, if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button, click the like if you like the video, and be sure to follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. So let's go to see what is inside.
And if you look on his jaw, you'll see some little freckles, some little dots. Those are sensors. They can sense vibration 5 feet around their body. So if you're thinking about sneaking up on these guys, it's not going to happen. They always know you're there. I'm going to turn them around so you guys can pet them. Please be gentle with them. Now, when you're petting up on top, those are called scoots, and that's bone and leather. It works like a soap fluid panel. When the animal is cold, you'll get heat from the sun through there. When it's too hot, you open your mouth, that's the heat out, just like a door.
Can they not sweat like a dog? They can't sweat like a dog.
They don't sweat. No? If you guys want to come on in, you can have a seat.
Niño.
When they get to about 5 years old or 5 feet, whichever comes first, they will lose their camouflage. That's because they're an adult. An adult alligator can have 250 pounds of pressure per square inch in their jaw. That means that one that size would have had over a ton of pressure in their bite. That's like a small car falling on their head.
there's only a couple of safety rules. First things first, while the boat's moving, please remain seated at all times. Once the boat comes to a full stop, feel free to stand up, take a look around, pictures, videos, whatever you like. Hands and feet in the boat at all times, unless you want to donate a body part to the alligators. If you do, tell me now. I got plenty of waivers and cameras. Anybody? No? Good. Hats. If you have them on, make sure they are nice and tight or the wind will blow them right off your head. Glasses, please keep them on your face. Don't put them on top of your head or chest. If they fly off and hit my props, they won't fit you again. I can promise you that. Aside from that, we're here to have a good time, so feel free to ask questions. If I don't have an answer for you, I'll get you one as soon as we hit the dock. Who's first time on an airboat? First day on the job, guys. Hang on tight. We'll send out out of here. So far. All right, welcome to the Everglades. The Everglades is also known by another name. It is known as a river of grass, and it's actually one of the slowest moving rivers in the world. It flows at approximately 1 mile per day. It comes down from Lake Okeechobee and West Palm Beach all the way to the beautiful Florida Keys. And it's approximately 125 miles long by 60 miles wide. In its total, it is 7.5 million acres, out of which 1.5 million acres belongs to the Everglades National Park, which we're in right now. Now, the Everglades are composed about 70% sawgrass, a few other types of grass like needlegrass, which is right next to the boat, and hardwood hammocks. The other 30%, it's water. Sawgrass is a 3-side serrated edge leaf. If you run your fingers with the grain, you're okay. If you try to go against the grain, it can actually cut you down to the bone. The hardwood hammocks to the native Indians meant land above water. And the way that these hammocks form, when a bird flies by, drops a seed, over time a tree will grow. As time progresses, a cluster of trees will grow together with the roots intertangled. As the leaves and branches will fall in the water, they will gather mud that will harden above the surface of the water. To give y'all an example of a hardwood hammock, if you look to the left side of the boat, the tiny little patch of trees we just passed a moment ago, that's the very beginning of a hammock. But it's a young one. It's only about 40 years old at this point in time. It's still way too small and too soft to walk on. Now, there are hammocks in the Everglades that are 5 miles long by 5 miles wide and teardrop shaped due to the slow-moving currents. In the old days, the Miccosukee Indians and Seminole Indians lived on hammocks like those. Nowadays, the hammocks are inhabited by animals like the black bears, Florida panthers, coyotes, hogs, deer, and they all go from one hammock to another looking for food and shelter. In the canals, we have the smaller animals like raccoons, possums, turtles, snakes, fish, and of course our beautiful alligators. The water all around us is all fresh water, and it's only about 3.5 feet deep right now. And it's very important to us Floridians because this is the water we drink at home and the one that some of you will be consuming at your hotels as well. That's after the filtration plant, so you don't have to be nervous yet. We have 175 species of fish, 200 species of birds, including migratory birds, and 27 types of snakes. Out of those, 4 of them are venomous, including the diamondback rattlesnake and the cottonmouth. Do y'all have any questions? No? Alright, in a moment we're going to go into the canal in front of the boat. I ask that you please keep your eyes open. If you see anything interesting, point it out so we can share it as a group. I emphasize as soon as you see it because the boats do not have brakes or reverse. Unless one of you wants to jump in and push you back for another look. Any volunteers? Get in there. alligator right there in the grass.
Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Mother alligator will typically lay between 35 to 45 eggs per year, but only about 5% of her babies will actually make it to adulthood, which is 5 years of age. For the first 3 years, she'll guard her young. The first year, she'll guard and protect them. Second year, she'll push them away a little bit because she has a new litter. By the end of the third year, if they don't leave, she'll just simply turn around and eat them. So for those of you that have kids, think about it, guys. No college funds, no birthday parties, you get out and you did it. Not a bad game plan, huh? Just spin the boat around and give everybody on the right side of the boat a chance to see the alligator. An alligator can stay underwater for up to 3 hours with a single breath. The longest one on record was a total of 8 hours from a 14-foot alligator. They can achieve this massive feat by constricting their internal organs, allowing them to drop their heartbeats to just 4 beats per minute. Once that's done, they can stay underwater for up to 8 hours. Their primary diet is 75% fish, the other 25% turtles, birds, small mammals, and every once in a while, the occasionally well-insured tourist for a small 20% fee. Anybody want to negotiate today? Any questions? Okay. If I look to the left side of the boat, you see the trees that look like they're almost dried up? Some of them have a few long skinny leaves left on them. They are the willow trees. In the old days, you would see the Indians and even the cowboys chewing on a couple of the leaves for a few hours at a time. The reason they did it is its unique capabilities. If you chew on them long enough, they act like an antiseptic or a pain reliever. They help you with toothaches, headaches, bone aches, even small fevers. Have any of you ever taken an aspirin before? You'll be glad to know the acid that comes from the willow tree is the strongest component inside of the aspirin. Try to get a good look at this alligator. Tell me if you can see anything wrong with it.
I don't know, what?
Can you see it?
Huh.
Black left paw was bitten off by another alligator during a fight. Alligators are incredible healers, but they don't regenerate like lizards do. When a body part has been torn off or damaged beyond repair, that's all she wrote for that body part. However, they can easily heal from big injuries very quickly, leaving very little to no trace behind. Just above the surface of the water, they are called the splatter dot lilies. They have 3 purposes in the Everglades. They produce oxygen for the fish, food for the birds and the turtles, and the little yellow flower that always points in the direction of the sun. In the old days, the Miccosukee Indians and Seminole Indians would take the plants, bring the roots to the surface, and they would tie them together into a small raft they could carry their belongings on. In an extreme emergency, if you were lost out here and you needed a desperate source of protein, you can actually go to where the leaf pieces stop. If you rip it off, inside usually hides a little worm about 1/2 inch long, It could be eaten as an emergency source of protein. The Kisuki Indians and Seminole Indians did this, and they would say they tasted kind of like peanuts. Now, if you guys look to the front left corner of the boat on top of the tree, front left, top of the tree, you have an anhinga. It specializes in diving on the water and chasing the fish around. Whether it succeeds or fails, it has to come up and allow its wings to dry before it can take a long flight. So guys, how did you all enjoy the tour? Woohoo! All right.
Well, we just finished the tour. You like it?
Yep.
They have a lot of things to do here. They have a restaurant, they have a show before you ride the boat, and on the boat it's around like 25 minutes, 20-25 minutes, and it's very nice. We saw how many alligators? Like
4.
3 or 4. You have to be very lucky to see them, but you will if you are that lucky, and they're everywhere. So it's a nice ride, a nice tour. The guy was amazing, and it's a great place. You have a gift shop to buy some snacks. At the end of the ride, you can take pictures with the small alligator, and it's very nice. As always, we're gonna put all the links and information down below, and if you like this video, please give us one of these. Be sure to follow us on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye.